All right, everybody. This is the top 10 show for March 27th, 2020. I'm Dino, and we got the creator, Mr. Ben S. here. And we are going to go through the top 10. So,
yeah, I hope everybody's doing all right.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking today, I was like, this thing just keeps dragging on.
Yeah.
And my own household is getting antsy with each other, but I really hope I hope across the board that everybody's just trying to keep busy, and I worry about more depression and suicide rates going up. So
Yeah.
hopefully comics can give you a little bit of a breather and try and get through this.
I did some yard work today. So I did yard work 2 days ago. So I cut down all my trees. So good time.
Yeah.
So
Hey, what's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Hi, guys.
Just hanging out. So just doing our thing. So
All right. We didn't go through any of that. So
no, we didn't do any of that.
All right.
You can throw it out there. Throw it out there, brother. We got a new Discord, Clutch Collectibles, for everything collectible related: comics, trading cards, toys, sneakers, statues, etc., posters, buy, sell, trade, giveaways, group breaks. I got one going on Saturday, 2020 Top Series 1, 3 more jumbos. So
Yeah, I apologize, guys. I didn't know you guys had just went live. My bad.
that's okay. It's all good, man. We're rolling on this thing.
Yeah, so make sure you guys, like Dino said, this is, I didn't want to talk about this till the end, but I apologize. I didn't make sure to see if we were live. So we have a new Discord server that we're starting up. It's kind of like Dino said, it's a comics, trading cards, toys, sneakers, etc. Anything that you guys hear on the flip side, things to make money off of and flip and trade and stuff. There will be a buy, sell, trade section. There will be a giveaway section, raffle section, whatever, group breaks, all kinds of fun stuff. So just if you guys want to be a part of it, try and contact us on social media.
Yeah, Instagram. Hit me on Instagram, man. Wax Pack Chaser. Hit me up there.
Yeah, and you'll see it under Dino's under where we go. There we go. Under Dino's in Dino's name at Wax Pack Chaser, or you can find me at Brian McClay. And
and it's in one of my posts too. It's no big deal. Just hit me up, DM me. It's all good.
Hell yeah! All right, I apologize, guys. So
you're good.
Were you guys just getting started?
Just now.
All right.
Yeah,
Way to ruin a show. Wait for Brian to jump in and ruin a show.
It's okay.
Well, I was gonna go solo. I got to 11. I was like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it.
Well, I got the thing muted, so you should have hit me up on Discord. That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. No big deal. No worries.
Yeah.
I was showing Ben my monster hit that I got.
Yeah, that was crazy. So, as a matter of fact, you guys, if you guys want to be part of that Discord, you'll see stuff like that, some fun stuff. So, but make sure you guys all like and subscribe to this channel, and you will be seeing more stuff, more fun shows that we have coming out. We've got, of course, the Global Comic Safari, which John Z and Matt Roybal are just doing killer things at. Of course, we've got this show, the Hot 10 Breakdown, and Tales from the Flip Side every Monday night. And we have table breaks also. So if you're into the trading card world and want to break open some trading cards, we can do that. But other than that, I say we get into the comic side of things. And do you want to hit on your Golden Age book of the week?
Oh, this one's a good one. This one's Captain Aero Comics number 26. It is a gorgeous LB Cole cover. Good. I really need to break down and just at some point and just spend some money and buy a really cool LB Cole cover. They're just so distinct, and his colors that he uses are just so different than anything else that's around. But a 6.0, and obviously this week is a little rough. Next week, probably the week after, they're all going to be kind of rough weeks, I think, in general. With no stores being open, No new comics. It's going to be a little bit different here in the next few weeks, but Heritage still has their auctions going on. Comic Link had some, I think they had some Golden Age maybe in tomorrow in their newest auction, so you may want to go over there and check it out. You may be able to steal something, probably not, but it's possible. This was not a steal though. This one sold, a 6.0 sold for $2,500. Same copy or same book a year ago, and a 7.0 sold for the same price. So the 6.0s are now where the 7.0s were last year, and I think it's just continuing that trend.
Yeah, you know what I love about, other than the beautiful colors in this book, I love the fact that the Earth has red oceans and blue continents.
It is and Jupiter is somehow really close. I mean, not Jupiter, but Saturn. Saturn's really close to Earth.
It's only going to melt the whole Earth in half. It doesn't matter.
I love the color changes like that, though. For some reason, that type of stuff makes me want this book even more.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really there's a one of my favorite covers that I have is a weird science fantasy. I can't remember which issue number, but it's got the same. It's one of the, space, with rocket ships and stuff. I just love that look. It's just you don't really see stuff like that these days.
Nope. All right, on to honorable mention number 2 this week, which is a book that we've seen quite a few variants from on the list the past couple of months. The tarot book. Yeah.
So again, people aren't buying tarot. And they keep putting out these 1 in 50s. I'm not sure why they keep doing that. This one's got Silver Surfer right there on the cover. It's not necessarily the greatest cover, I don't think, but very, very few are available. I saw one sold. It's 1 in 50, sold for double rate, 2x ratio at 100, and I only saw 2 active listings, so it's pretty hard to find. But I think Silver Surfer covers just look awesome in general.
I'm right there with you.
But
all right, before we get into the top 10 this week, I want to tell you guys to make sure go ahead and subscribe again, and I also want to talk about comicbookinvest.com. Make sure you guys are going to comicbookinvest.com for all your comic book speculation needs. Amazing articles there. I'm sharing the screen here. Of course, we've got the top 10 on the side there every week that Ben so graciously does for all of us. But some really good articles lately. This True First article here by Topher. Any True First article by Topher is great. Dollar Bin Digging by Peter Wren is just amazing. And there's just a lot of articles here that we've talked about plenty of times, so we don't really need to go over that. Just tell you guys, make sure you get over there, start reading this site, make it your go-to site for comics. It's definitely worth it. So.
Yeah, it's the Mike Morella's cover tunes this week is pretty cool. So it's got a really, really cool historical story behind it. So check that one out for sure.
Very cool. All right, on to number 10. A lot of Star Wars books this week. This one kind of starts us off this Star Wars trek, and that's Kanan number 6. And this is a weird book, and I'm glad that you kind of said what you said about it. So let's get into
This is my big thumbs down book for the week. Last week I had a bunch of snarky comments. This week not near as many. This one is, however, on my do not buy list. It's supposedly somebody put out that it was the first full appearance of Sabine Wren. It's not. This has nothing key about it. Topher made a comment on the website that if you really want to get technical, then you got to go into like these Star Wars magazines and stuff to find the first appearance. But in general, most of us, now there obviously is a niche group that does look for those magazine first appearances. But as far as comic books are concerned, really, is it Kanan or Kanan? I really don't.
I don't know. It might be both.
Whatever it is, whichever one it is. The first issue is is what is widely considered to be her first appearance. It's notated that on CGC cases. She's not really. It's the story is kind of it's more like a flashback story. So like maybe on page 1 or page 2, she shows up and actually says she does speak in that scene. But that's really her first appearance. Then she shows up kind of in the same vein in issue number 5, and then here in number 6 she's in a couple panels. So if you're splitting hairs, then no. I mean, yeah, it may basically be her third cameo or something like that, but it's not. That's not how the comic community has decided on this one. I think it was a reach in a time when there's very little news coming out, and I think this was used as a hey, look what I'm still putting out updates, and this
Relevant.
one, yeah, trying to stay relevant. And this one was just honestly it's irresponsible. I don't think that should happen like that, but
it has.
Yeah, so it does.
It will continue. More things like that will happen. So
yeah, because we're really going to get zero news for probably the next few weeks about anything. I mean, movie theaters are shut down, productions are shut down, everything is shut down. So there's going to be very, very little speculation.
It's going to be interesting, yeah, with speculation. It's like harkens back to the days before CBSI. Like you got to do it on your own. So.
Right. Yep. So, anyways, they started selling for $20 or more. Don't waste your money. Don't spend $20 on this. If you're going to spend $20, go back to issue 1 and buy the 1 in 25 variant of that. Yeah. That would be a better bet.
I mean, I guess besides the false information, the cover's kind of decent. I mean, I'd probably spend $5 for it. Yeah,
well, I like the art.
Yeah, and she is on the cover, so I mean, I guess that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, my first cover appearance. Okay, if you want to go with that one, sure, but yeah, don't do that.
All right, on to number 9. This is a book that's been on my PC want list forever, and it's just such a tough book to find. But Vampirella number 1, the word magazine pops up into our top 10 this week. So I don't know if you would consider. I guess they would call this magazine, but
I would say magazine. I guess it's
magazine size.
Yeah, magazine size. I guess it's technically a magazine, but obviously things back in the 60s and 70s were a little different back then. I wasn't going to put this on the list based on one particular sale, but the sale was so massively higher than it's ever been. A 9.4 sold for $7,200, which is $2,200 more than the last high sale, which was set just back in January. So in December, the all-time high was $3,700. Then in January, it was set at $5,000, and now in March, it was set at $7,200. So this thing has doubled in 3 months, from $3,700 to $7,200, which is just insane. That's a huge increase in price.
Crazy, and Frazetta again. This is Frazetta, a great character, iconic cover, a lot of reprints on this book. So do your research on this book, please. A lot of people, including myself, have kind of been caught buying what we thought was the original and getting stuck with a reprint. So make sure you guys are doing your research on reprints on this one. But
yeah,
other than that,
it is a classic though.
Yeah, it is. On to number 8. Scream, Curse of Carnage, number 5.
Yes, it's an odd title. I don't know. Is anybody reading Scream?
No.
So as a 1 in 25, I would assume the print run is probably fairly low. It's not selling for a huge amount, but again, this is a rough week. But it is selling for about 30, so it is over ratio. But I would expect that it's probably not going to be a huge book down the road because there's no first appearances. It's a good cover. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an outstanding cover.
Yeah, I like the colors. That's for sure.
The colors are the colors. The yellow and the red are nice for sure. But I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things that I think on a week when everything slowed down, this one just caught just enough fire to catch people's eye.
Yeah. All right, on to number 7, Incredible Hulk 618. This is the variant, the Tron variant, I guess, that everybody, they did a that month or that year they did it.
Yeah,
a whole ton of them. Yeah, and this is a cool cover. Don't get me wrong, a beautiful cover. And I don't know how hard it is to get. I know some of these covers are really tough to get, these variants.
Yeah, this one was a little difficult to get. I mean, it's kind of because the Incredible Hulk's was at 635 is the Gronoff.
Yep, that's what I got.
It's brutally hard to find. And this one was just a year and a half earlier than that. So I don't think the title was getting a whole lot of love at the time, but it is a really cool Ghost Rider on a Tron bike. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
The sales though is what kind of threw me. Is it was always a decent book. I mean, $25-$30, and a book did sell for $30 a few weeks ago. But then a copy sold for $50, and then another copy sold for $100.
Wow.
Yeah, so it tripled in price this week. I'm not really sure why, other than again, people just.
I know somebody had posted recently in the social interwebs that they had purchased the Mark Brooks Moon Knight cover from this variant run. And I had seen that, on a couple Facebook groups and this and that. And I'm not saying that's the reason why we're seeing this, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like that kind of,
The Moon Knight one is cool as well. Well, yeah. It's not really Moon Knight title. It's a different title as well. I'm not really sure why Moon Knight is on that one and Ghost Rider is on this one. I'm not really sure, but
yeah.
Secret Avengers.
Yeah, Secret Avengers. Yeah, I was like, it's not.
It's number 7 in case anybody really wants it.
So,
all right, on to number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy issue 25. This is a Skottie Young variant.
Yeah, so kind of like number 7. Not really has really not ever been that easy of a book to find, even though it's like a 1 in 15. But sold for $25 last month, $60 a few weeks ago, and now $100 again. I mean, just like that Tron variant. So I don't really know. I mean, I don't. Sometimes I get really confused by buying patterns of people, but
yeah.
This one is a pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't look like a Skottie Young cover to me.
No, it doesn't. It's got that Iron Giant feel to it, kind of too.
It's exactly what it feels like, but it's pretty. I mean, it's a pretty cool cover. And Skottie Young stuff has been pretty hot here the last few months.
Every con I used to go to, every person would be looking for Skottie Young covers coming up to me. Hey man, you got any Skottie Young covers? It's weird.
It is, especially as many as he was putting out, and they were all. Yeah. I mean, nobody wanted them, but now everybody wants them all. It's very strange.
Yep. All right, next, another Star Wars book on the list. This is Star Wars Annual number 4, the John Tyler Christopher variant. Beautiful cover. One of those ones where it's just selling well. Is there a reason why this is selling well? It's got to be because of John Tyler Christopher. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, I think it kind of goes back to what were those other negative variants that that have been doing well.
Yeah.
The Wolverine, and then that Wolverine helped pick up the Rogue and the Spider-Woman. Yeah, so those kind of started picking up. This is another one that's kind of on the same level, but this one was obviously, rather than a convention variant, this one was an incentive at 125. So one of these sold a month ago for 60. Somebody put it up I think yesterday, and it insta sold at 85. And there, I saw no other listings. Not really sure how hard this one actually is to get, but the red definitely pops on this one.
Yeah, cool cover.
It is. It's a cool cover.
Now to my favorite cover of the week, and this badass Ghostbusters variant. What a freaking cool cover that is!
I mean, come on, Ghostbusters. What is? I mean, that is hilarious. But
I love it, dude. That's one of my favorite all-time Neil Adams cover. That Joker cover from Batman I think it's 251.
Yeah, 251.
One of my all-time favorite variants, and I like to see some of those variants that aren't homaged very often to pop up, and this is a cool little one that I probably will end up looking for. So
it's probably not that easy to find, and it probably once these initial sales happen, it's probably going to be really hard to find. But it's just a strange. But I mean, I'm not one who generally likes. And I mentioned this on the website too, that I prefer homages of different medium. I'd rather have homage of the album covers or movie posters, something that's not necessarily another comic book. I mean, the 300s and Spider-Man. The Spider-Man one is like one of my least favorite covers of all time, and it has been redone. I can't even imagine how many times that thing has been, homage or swiped or whatever. I mean, I can't imagine what the number of those are. But I like the other ones. I like the ones where they, even homage famous artwork. Something like that. I love those. Those are the ones that I really like.
Yep.
But if you are a big fan of that Batman 251, then there you go. This one's going to be difficult to track down.
Yeah. Before we get on to the top three, I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody to go ahead and like and subscribe, and do yourself a favor and go check out comicbookinvest.com again. For all your speculation needs. You can also pick up some cool variants over there. They've got a variant tab that if you click on, you see a bunch of cool variants, exclusive variants that are available, where we do some cool homages to some other cool stuff. Of course, we've got Heist #1, the homage to Kirby, and then the Over the Ropes #1 variant, which is an homage to the old Nintendo. Perfect example here, Ben, the old Nintendo video game cover homage. So make sure you guys go to comicbookinvest.com and check out some of that cool stuff. On to number 3, another Star Wars cover, Star Wars Legacy #1. This is a tough book that I don't even remember seeing this book.
I didn't really either. Again, on a week like this, and I mentioned this, Star Wars books were doing well this week, and I think that Star Wars just has enough strength right now to survive all the down arrows. Or in the old Wizard magazine, what was it? If it was green, it was going down. Red was going up, or something like that. So
vice versa.
Yeah. So I think the Star Wars books just are able to hold on to it. This one, though, the thing about this one, it's the Star Wars Legacy is the first appearance of Anya Solo. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this one, because there's only 1,000 of these, I don't know if this one, kind of was having $100 sales just because of #1. If people were thinking, oh, well, if #1 this week is going to have those kind of sales, maybe this one, with the same print run. It is, it's kind of that parallel. People do that a lot. If they see one thing, they try and jump on something they think is going to be similar. So,
FOMO. But Star Wars, we've been talking about Star Wars a lot lately on the Hot 10 show, and Star Wars right now, I think I agree with you. Star Wars, if you have them, the perfect time to sell, and if you can pick them up for, I'm sure you can find a lot of these books in old bins around your favorite comic stores, and you can go use those kick-ass lists that are over at comicbookinvest.com to give you all the cool hints on what books to buy. So
yeah, this one I've never seen though. I've never actually seen this one in person.
Yeah. All right, on to number 2. Beautiful cover. Wow. This one's just a crazy, crazy beautiful book. We've talked about Mercy a couple times. There's a lot of variants out there to Mercy number 1. This one was interesting because I remember seeing it. I just didn't think it was going to be the one that was going to be selling for, a decent amount. And you're saying that this one is selling for $35 plus after being a pre-sale for $20, $25. And that's great. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't see this being one of those books. So
yeah. This is the Sun Khamunaki variant. It was supposed to have been sold at Emerald City. Emerald City got canceled. So I think they were selling these. I'm not really sure how they were distributing these.
That makes sense then. That's why I didn't see it, because of
yeah. So I'm not really sure. I don't know how a lot of these places were selling, if they were just selling them directly from their websites or if there was a central. I really don't know how they were doing it, but these actually started finally getting into people's hands. And I've seen a couple other of this Sun. I don't know if it's Sun or Soon. Khamunaki, she's got some. I think it's a female, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a female. But in very this kind of artwork, so it's definitely it definitely.
I love the color.
It makes you look twice, but
yes, it does.
But yeah, I mean I'd have to probably compare this between this and the Frozen, of which one is better. But those are definitely the two that seem to be selling well out of this series.
Yeah, a lot of books in this from variants from that book are selling well, especially in the secondary market. All right, on to number 1, and I don't think any of us thought there was going to be anything different than this book.
Yeah, and it could have been. Is that my feedback? Hopefully not.
Let me mute you. Nope. Oh.
Is it Dino?
It's Dino.
Oh, it's Dino. Dino's trying to kill our ears.
Yeah.
Make them bleed. Yeah, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This is number 1, the special edition of 1,000. This could have easily 1 and 2. Honestly, could have been the regular cover and this variant. It could have been that way as soon as they announced that Rosario Dawson was going to be then I think it confirmed what everybody had kind of already speculated on. Again, Star Wars is what people were wanting, and so when it's actually now happening for sure, it just basically just kind of exploded. A 9/8 sold for $1,000 of this. Yeah, I mean, 9/8 of the regular cover are $600. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, that's big money. I think Raw. I think I saw this was selling for $450, maybe $400 to $450. That's big money. I had this book once, and I sold it. I sold it to somebody who just wanted it for his collection. And this was probably 6 months ago. I guess I sold it to him for way below that price.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It went to somebody who wanted it, and I had no problem selling it to him. So I'm glad he got it before the price, because that was something he just wanted for his PC.
And I like this cover. I really like this cover, but I like the normal one better. I like how it's from behind, and they're just kind of sitting there, master and apprentice, and it's just I really like the regular issue cover better.
Yeah, I think the regular issue has kind of got that. It kind of gives you the feels, kind of sets a tone. This is more like just total action, action sequence type thing. But again, I mean, that's big money in a time when people aren't spending money. It's insane. If you don't know how these were distributed, back when Dark Horse did all these 100 things, they basically took I think it was their top 100 retail stores and sent them all 10 copies apiece. So if your store had one, they had 10. So if you find one, it's possible they might have more hidden somewhere. So that was the way that they were distributed back whenever these came out in 2000. I don't even remember the year, 10, 11, something like that, whenever it was. But there's several of them that they did this with. But
well, it's a great book and definitely the book to be #1 this week. And for those of you guys that have one, make sure you guys take a look, and it might be time to sell one. So other than that, I guess make sure you guys like and subscribe, and do us a favor. Check out all the other shows on this channel. Check out Global Comic Safari. Of course, you're watching the Hot 10 show. Make sure to check out Tales from the FlipSide and FlipSide Table Breaks. And of course, if you guys want to maybe join the new Discord group, get a hold of us. Find Dino at Waxpack Chaser on Instagram, or me at Brian McClay on Instagram, and we will shoot you in the right direction. Other than that, again, make sure you guys go check out comicbookinvest.com for all your comic and speculation needs, and we will see you next week.